Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Leo, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the emotional dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance, please, for my Leos. All right, Leo, we have your person, the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, they're viewing you as the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo energy. And their future actions towards you, we see the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And we see the Strength card, Leo energy. So you could be dealing with another Leo, maybe a Leo Virgo cusp, or they just embody this energy, which I think you're going to be very attracted to. This Leo energy is somebody here who's holding back. This is someone that wants to do things right. This is somebody who's positive, they're passionate, they're playful, they like attention, they get a lot of attention, they're resilient, they're strong. With the King of Pentacles, they're stable. This is somebody who's generous, they're grounded, and it's somebody who's taking their time to make a love offer. And I kind of feel like you two are very similar. You both are very independent, you both are healthy, you're high vibrational, you're both independent is kind of what I'm getting, and you have everything you need but love. And it kind of feels like I've got two people that don't really need each other, right? But it's like, do we add value to each other's lives type energy. Now, don't get me wrong, there's passion and there's attraction here. But let's see this King of Pentacles, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And we see the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this person is someone who, they may be a little bit worried about past patterns repeating, either within this connection or, if it's somebody that you're in separation from or you're not talking to right now, or they're just worried about the same pattern that they see repeating in their love life, right? Like a love blockage that they have. So I feel this person is very grounded, they're discerning, they want to see where things go. All right, and we have the Hermit card, Virgo energy, really strong Virgo energy here. The Hermit card is one of my secret admirer cards. This is someone who most likely gets a lot of attention, but I also feel like at the same time, they need their alone time. And even though I feel like they're gregarious and they're like open and I don't think they're bubbly necessarily, but they're optimistic. They've got a warm, sunny personality. At the same time, there's this wisdom to this person, and they're also not, they're not easy to gain access to. Now, maybe because there's a lot of people around them, or like I said, even though they're warm and they're gregarious and they're open, they're not always easy to gain access to, is kind of what I'm getting. Some of you, if you haven't seen or talked to this person in a while, whether it's someone you're dealing with or not, they've been in hermit mode. They've been working through some karma. I feel they've been doing some shadow work. They may have even been going through a bit of a dark night of the soul here. So they're viewing you as single, Leo. They're seeing you as single, stable, independent, having everything you need. All right, and we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. They may feel like you're not giving emotionally to this connection, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Or they may know that something here has been really emotionally draining for you. And so like you're independent, you kind of don't put up with any BS. And the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. They also see that you have wisdom, that you're awakened, that you hold back, and that you look at all the details. So even though you guys aren't exactly the same, you two, it seems like you two are in the same vibration. Beautiful energy, holding back, looking at all the details. You're hanging out in this person's energy, whether you know it or not, or they're hanging out in yours. This Ten of Pentacles, I feel like this is not somebody who's going to rush into a relationship or commitment here. They're going to give you your freedom, your space, healthy space and room to breathe here. Honor both of your journeys. Honor both of your independence. We see the High Priestess energy. You may be feeling like you might start dreaming about this person, Leo. Or you might start you might find yourself thinking about them or noticing them more than you did before. But the High Priestess energy tells me that this person is still kind of going to be holding back. And when I say acting single, I mean, I don't necessarily feel like that means like they're dating, right? But like holding back, not rushing towards any sort of commitment, maybe doing some spiritual work here, maybe even getting readings, psychic readings or tarot readings about you, Leo. All right. And we see the Hierophant energy, Taurus. Yeah. This is somebody who feels like there's a spiritual commitment here. That's what they want. But I feel like, again, they want to honor both of your journeys. You both are independent. They're not ready to rush into anything. It's like they could be gathering data here. Again, they may also be going through their own sort of spiritual up-leveling. They're grounded, they're generous, they want a relationship, but they're not going to rush into it. And my Leos, how are you going to be feeling? The Star card, like, wow, this feels right. You know, this, like, it doesn't feel like there's like red flags, right? And the Star card tells me that either you want to heal things with this person, or you like their style, you like their speed, you like that they, you know, that they work, you know, like you like the fact that this is like playing the long game. Because for a lot of you as well, like you're enjoying your being single and independent and healing and focused on you and, you know, not having to worry about what somebody else wants to have for dinner and, you know, things like that. So I like this energy, the Star card. I feel like you definitely feel like, wow, this is different. This is healing. This, I don't feel like they're going to have you nervous or anxious. Like this is somebody who calms your nervous system. This is somebody who's moving at your speed here. Okay. And it's like a really informed energy. Like you both are informed by your past experiences, you know, not wanting to rush things, not wanting to stall things either. But it just feels like, yes, you two are on the same page. And I do see that this person definitely wants a relationship here, but they're going to be continuing to focus on that spiritual side of things. Like I said, Hierophant energy, it's grounded earth energy, which by nature is kind of slow moving, but it is moving forward. All right, Leo. So let's see. We have Angel of Strength. So there's really strong Leo energy in their chart, or they're just embodying this energy. But the Angel of Strength in reverse tells me that they're building up the strength and courage here to come towards you. They're not going to hold back forever. Yeah, they've definitely been in their head about you. They might have also been all tied up in doing something else. For some of you, healing. Some of you, they've been doing some shadow work. Some of you, they've been healing physically. You know, but they've definitely been thinking a lot about you. But it also feels something here might have had their energy tied up. It doesn't feel like another relationship. It might be work or, you know, creative projects and things like that. But see, there's this beautiful energy of patience and divine timing. But it's not the kind of patience that I feel is going to drive my Leos crazy. It's the kind of patience that feels good, that feels relaxing, that feels like, okay, we're in this together. We're moving at the same pace. We get each other. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we get contract energy in reverse. So behind the scenes, this person may be feeling a bit imbalanced. They maybe, you know, maybe they have gone through some sort of karmic ending, either with you or somebody else. But I feel like, again, this person is somebody who's just informed and they're doing things. It feels like they're doing things right here, Leo. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about this person. Okay, what else do we need to know about this person? What might be blocking them? What do we need to know about this person, or what might be blocking them? Not talking. Okay, so we are in a no communication reading, so nice confirmation there. Okay, so where communication is currently limited, paused, or uncleared. And so they aren't communicating clearly. They need to discuss how they feel, and they know that. And I think they're building up that strength and courage to do that. Let you know how they feel. And boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. I do think this person is boundary oriented, and we see that with that Hermit card. Okay. Because, you know, the Hermit is like, even though, like I said, they're warm, they're outgoing, they're friendly, they're open, but at the same time, they don't really grant everybody access to them or close access to themselves. So I do think that they are boundary oriented here. And this may be coming from a place of having lost themselves in the connection with you before or in previous connections, because I do think this is somebody who's doing that karmic review, doesn't want to repeat past karmic lessons or patterns. And so in the past, I feel like they've lost themselves in their partner. Okay, and they don't want to do that. They want to honor each other's journey, honor each other's independence, you know, but come together in the most perfect way, in the way that you both need. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to do. I don't know why I said that. What else do we need to do? I have no idea where that came from, Leo. Let's see what they would like to say to you. All right, just like random words popping out of my mouth here. What do they want my Leos to know? What does this person really want my Leos to know? Okay, unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss, so they definitely don't feel like this is over. Or, you know, it may be something that hasn't even really started yet. Okay, so they want to see where this goes. And inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So, you know, it's two hearts becoming one. All right, and chemistry. I've never felt a passion this intense. So they're definitely physically attracted to you. They're very passionate about you. I kind of feel this excitement, Leo, of like this, whether it's you or this person or both of you, like I finally found my person. I finally found somebody who regulates my nervous system, somebody I can soften into. You know, I don't have to be on edge, and I like the way this is moving. Like it's moving at the right pace is what I'm getting, or it will move at the right pace. So let's see if there's anything hidden that my Leos need to know. Some of you, there's reconciliation. For others of you, it's just you're going to see this person again wherever you see them, and learning from past mistakes. That is this person's energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we get divergent backgrounds. So it's like you're both very enlightened. You're both very wise. You both have been doing this like healing, releasing of karma, transmuting energy. And you're both in, which coincidentally is my favorite card in the tarot, I think, is the Nine of Pentacles. You know, alone but not lonely, having everything you need, but, you know, also being very discerning about the type of energy that you allow into your life. Because you've learned, you've gotten too far. You've built too much strength and independence and peace to allow someone to come in that really isn't in alignment with that or doesn't add to that. Beautiful energy, Leo. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Or rather, I don't know why I keep saying things that I don't mean to say. What are their very next actions towards you? What are this person's very next actions towards my Leos? King of Cups, making you a love offer. Coming towards you, oh my goodness. Queen of Swords. And we get the Page of Cups. Some of you, they're apologizing about past mistakes, but I just see all over this energy is this person's coming in to make you a love offer or an apology, and slow and steady wins the race. And it's like a real, genuine, let's work on this love offer, or let's keep going, let's move forward. Oh, Leo, this is really beautiful energy here. All right, so we have the Leo Aquarius axis flanking this reading. Someone may have a North Node in one of those signs, or you have Leo Aquarius in your chart, or this is a Leo Aquarius connection. Of course, it doesn't have to be. We did see really strong water and Virgo energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Virgo coming through here. And remember, Leo, if this message doesn't resonate with you, do check out your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I also like to check my North Node. All right, so your advice from the Quiet Truth is your inner voice is calm. Listen to that one. You're allowed to do nothing. Yeah, because this person, they're coming towards you, Chariot card. All right, nothing needs to be fixed right now. Okay, and you're stronger than this moment. Okay, so again, whether you're feeling nervous or anxious or, you know, befuddled, whatever it might be, you're stronger than this moment, Leo. And you don't need more information, but you are about to get it, okay? So Leos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you so much love and light. Take care.